all black. Find your home.
We hit Black 11.
I hit Black 11. That's the dragon.
Welcome back to Water Hose Drinkers. Today is Thursday, September 25th. It is approximately 9:06 Eastern Time here in the beautiful state of Georgia, Florida for Cole. It's episode 54. We're back again. It's another Thursday. We've been doing it on Thursdays, but 2 weeks from now we have to bump it up because Southern plays on a Thursday. But we're not there yet. First off, it's been a week. It's been a long week. But how you been, Cole?
I'm tired. As we all know, when we started doing this really like consecutively, I was a bit of a free spirit. I was the still in school, and now I'm in a very, very important part of my life where I'm starting my career, and you can tell everybody as well. I've never gotten up before noon, like ever in my life. And now you see me on my way to work at 8 a.m. every morning, just like ready to go. Like shocking to say the least.
Well, I
So,
leave the house at 7:15 every morning, but it is what it is. It could be or it should be earlier. It's earlier during the summer times, but pool guy here, it's not the summertime anymore. So we get
yeah,
at least a little later start.
I'm in the busy season right now with my job. So, I mean, I'd be getting off late. I was dealing with some stuff at work, and here we are though. Had to get it recorded
Yeah.
Thursday, 54. Let's roll. Let's go. I'm excited.
Song of the week. I can start us off with the song of the week. My song of the week this week is All Night Train by the Allman Brothers. And I feel like that is kind of fitting if you're an Allman Brothers fan, especially if you know anything about Macon, Georgia, where I'm from. Don't live there now, but they have GABA Fest going on, which is Allman Brothers kind of like music festival that they have at the big house where they used to live every year. Not attending this year, but I've attended in the past since. Great music festival. It just starts tomorrow. So
Fun fact, I think George Jones lived in Lakeland.
really,
My granddad told me that George Jones lived in Lakeland, and my granddad was working for UPS, and he delivered a package to George Jones.
really,
And
there
like,
was
yeah,
probably a lot of liquor bottles and beer cans on that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Love George Jones, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's great.
Yeah.
Funny, had no idea that I had zero idea that he lived in Lakeland until like a couple years ago. Just because this is probably like the first weekend that I don't really have much going on, and I can actually like go shopping for a couch.
Good weekend for that as well.
Well, somewhat, there's a lot of action. I'm gonna pick just because it like gets me going, and I like playing it at the bar, and because Shane Gillis put me on it, Dragular by Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
That's a
have you
great
seen that
song.
video of him and Matt McCusker singing that song? Yeah.
That's what I just popped into my head. I was looking
Yeah.
through, and I will put it on like I'll put it on the touch tunes, and you'll just see me just like they'll be like, "Who put this on?" And there'll just be dudes going, "Yeah!" Like it's one of my favorite things to do is put on random like grunge songs in the bar. It's like just a peak
Yeah.
moment. So
But before we get into it, question for you, do you have your wagers for this week
no,
set?
I like to. So last week I did them on the fly, and it worked out for me. So I'm gonna do it again on the
Okay.
fly
Okay.
because
Well, how about this? I'll give a recap for both of us, then I'll give mine. So you got a little time to look and get some things together, and then I'll
You
let you
really
go.
emphasize that recap because I
Yeah.
respectfully popped off last week.
Yeah. You did. You did. So last week I went 1-3 with my only win with Vanderbilt covering the spread, and they hung 70 on them kitty cats from Atlanta. So I went 1-3. I am 5-5 overall, right at 500. Cole, you went 5-2 last week. Two losses being Illinois in ugly fashion, and then Nebraska. So you were
That
seven and
hurt.
six. You're 7-6 overall.
There's no way I don't, is that the first time? I've been,
Well,
I've
keep
been,
in mind, I think like two or three of your losses are parlays.
I
So
will
if you think
take.
about it that way, you've got a good record.
I, wait, what happened? Where did this come from? Is it the year of Cole? It might be the year of Cole.
The year of Cole. The year of Cole. So I've got five plays for this week, and I think you will love them. I will save your favorite for last. So,
Yep, we'll
first
see.
one, I've got Jacksonville State traveling on the road to Southern Miss. I think Jack State gets it done this week. My next pick, I've got the Ducks. I think it's the year of the Ducks. Traveling to Penn State on the road. Jacksonville State money line, by the way. No spread, money line. Oregon Ducks, money line on the road, wide out in Penn State. I think the Ducks get it done, man. I think they are an absolute freaking wagon this year.
Hmm.
First big test for both teams. And I've got all my teams that I'm taking road teams this week. No home. No home.
Interesting. It's ballsy. That's ballsy.
So the next two picks are in the same game. Georgia Southern plus 17 and a half against JMU and money line.
Really?
Yes,
17 and a
it
half.
opened up at 11 and a half and it's moved to 17 and a half. I will get into that game later. Not going to dive
Mm-hmm.
into that at the moment. And the last one is tomorrow night on the road, Seminoles minus 6.5 against Virginia. So those are my plays. I think the Noles are going to get it done. Castellanos has been talking a lot of crap, and I love it, dude. Quite
Oh, me
frankly,
too.
I love it.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
I have
Because so far he's backed it up. So
yeah,
far,
of course. Of course. They are wearing their 1995 throwbacks specifically. And if
yeah,
for those
good,
that don't
great
know,
looking jerseys.
UVA?
Yeah, they're good looking jerseys.
Well, if you didn't know this, I'm going to drop a little lore on you. In 1995, Florida State went to Charlottesville and lost their very first ACC game, which I still don't think we lost. I believe Work Done broke the plane, and that was a touchdown. But they hang their hats on it because we were number two in the nation. We joined the ACC in 1991. We didn't lose an ACC conference game until 1995 at Virginia. And when they announced that they were wearing their UVA 95 specials, I want to hang 100 on them. I do. I can't stand that. I hate when schools do that. It's like when Boston College does a red bandana game against FSU. I'm not a fan. I don't like weekday games. Hate weekday games. Duke is a prime example of that last year. I hate
Yep.
weekday games. NC State 2012. But I have a little insider information. I was at work today. I was on a call. I was just doing some yapping with someone. And that person had a client who just moved to Virginia and said that the weather in Charlottesville is going to be very rainy,
There's a
very
lot of
wet.
rain in the southeast this week.
And you know what? I think with Florida State's ability to run the football, I think I know a play. I'm going to take under 60 and a half. Not because I don't think Florida State can score
Mm.
60. I think that Florida State shuts them down and they can just nice and easy cruise. But I think that the weather is going to play a little bit of a factor. Weekday game, maybe on, a little bit of rest, a shorter rest, because you do lose that day and then you have to travel. So that's something that jumped out at me. I also will take FSU. Why not? I'll take FSU minus
Sure.
6.5. And then I'm just scrolling through real quick, looking at everything. Um, yeah, there's so
It's a
many
great
games on here.
slate, man.
It is a
Great
fantastic
slate this
slate.
weekend.
Hold on, I gotta get to the top 25. Let me see real quick. So I knew there was one that I wanted. This is bad podcasting, and I feel horrible for it.
I'm also going to
Oh,
add one more play,
yes.
and we'll dive in that to a second as well.
Yep.
USA to win the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
Minus 150.
You could lock me in on that. You could have locked me in on that as well. Like it's USA over everybody. Done. I'm
I'm going to
doing
add that.
research.
I'll add that to your play as well.
Yes. I'm adding over 56 and a half LSU and Ole Miss.
And
Spoiler, I think
Oxford.
in Oxford, I think Ole Miss wins that outright.
You
They
said, what
are
was
the
the total?
favorite.
60 and a half?
56 and a half.
56 and a half.
Fun fact, I like Ole Miss to win that game. I think Ole Miss does the damn thing,
Money
and
line?
I just am throwing a pick out there. I'm not going to take. I'm iffy on that because I think LSU's
Okay.
defense could wake
So
up, but I'm just
no play, just
no
like Ole Miss
play,
to win,
just
just
the
to say it.
over. I'm going to also take. Oh God, I'm torn. I really want to take Mississippi State plus 7.5, but I also think that we could score a lot of points. But I'll do it. I'll take Mississippi State plus 7.5 at home against Tennessee. I'll take Oregon money line with you. I think Oregon gets it done. I love Dan Lanning. Uh, hot take, hot take. I got Bama winning, not because I want it,
Mm.
but I got Bama. I'll take. I don't know if I want to take the points or the money line, but
Public is on the dogs.
good. I hate the public. I like Bama because one, I need Bama to keep winning, and two, I don't know. There's just something off, I think, about Georgia. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. There's just something that screams something's
Georgia
not
has the
right.
longest active home win streak in college football right now, too.
Hey, records are meant to be broken. If I come up with anything, obviously I'll throw it your way.
Mhm.
I gotta run through my mental also.
Mhm.
I might scratch a couple of these and I might add a couple of these. I didn't do any research whatsoever. This is just at a glance
Yeah.
of things that I like.
But
And
before,
I'll add Southern money line. We'll just go ahead and add Southern
nope, do
money
you want
line.
points too, or just money line? 17 and a half. So,
I mean, might as well just take the points. I'll just take the points, and if I feel
okay.
like adding the money line, I will. But let's just do the plus 17.5. I need to do a little bit of research, and I might come with
Of course.
I might cook up a little parlay that I send you just for funsies. Just
Funsies.
for
Yeah, yeah,
funsies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Before we
So
dive into the NFL, I do want to talk about the Ryder Cup a little bit.
fine with me.
Dude, Beth Page Black. Absolute gorgeous course. We're in the States. We're in New York. Dude, crowd is going to be freaking rowdy.
Hmm.
So interesting stats. Scotty Scheffler has not won a match in match play since the President's Cup with Russell Henley. And he is paired up with Russell Henley tomorrow. Russell Henley, Macon native. We went to the same school. Fun fact. Russell is an absolute wagon right now, top five player in the world. Of course, Scotty Scheffler is Scotty freaking Scheffler.
Exactly.
But dude, Ryder Cup, I'm so freaking fired up. Starts tomorrow morning, dude. I mean, it is just you just can't beat the freaking Ryder Cup, man. And having the Ryder Cup this weekend with the amount of great freaking games there are in college football. And then you
And
got
NFL and
and
NFL.
NFL. There's a lot of good NFL games, dude. And you got kind of tail end of the baseball season right now. I'm not super in tune with baseball right now since the Braves are absolute dumpster fire at the moment. But I will say screw Europe, and the European mind cannot comprehend how great this weekend is for American sports fans. Like they truly, the Europeans cannot comprehend how excited I am for sports this weekend, dude. Like there's just so many good games, and then just the freaking Ryder Cup on top of that. Like, dude, you you just can't beat it.
I have right in front of me. I pulled it up for us. The tee times for
Yeah, go ahead and
and
list them if you want to list them.
so starting us off 7:10. You got DeChambeau and Justin Thomas going up against
Love that pairing, by the way.
you got against John Rahm and Tyrell Hatton.
It's going to be a good matchup.
A fiery matchup because I mean Rahm and DeChambeau play in the live, so they're very familiar with each other. Matt,
And so does Tyrell Hatton.
yeah, but I just think DeChambeau and Rahm are the big hitters on their team, so
Of course, of
it's going
course,
to be
of course.
fantastic.
And DeChambeau will be teeing off right for the green on hole one.
I
So
hope so.
no.
Every hole,
Keegan already said he's going for the green on hole one.
every hole. I want him to go for the green on every hole. That man, the way he just drives the ball, that's how I want to drive the ball every time. But we'll be there one day. in my dreams.
If I can just average 275, I'll be happy.
I want 300. Match two, you got Scotty and Henley, like you said, going up
Mhm.
against Aberg and Fitzpatrick. Aberg and
Great, great,
Fitzpatrick.
great, great matchup as well. So
Hmm.
Aberg is playing really good golf this season. Um, Fitzy is just he's been very kind of up and down, up and down. Of course, if you want to get the edge, of course it's going to go to Scotty Scheffler and Russell. I mean, of course, it solely because of Scotty, but I mean, Russell is a top five player in the world right now.
Hmm.
So
And then at damn near 8 o'clock, Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantley going up against McIntyre and Hovland.
mhm.
So match four, it's that's going to be a good one. Technical, I think those guys are good. Like they're really technical with the way they hit the ball. So
I like Cantley. My biggest gripe on him watching him on TV is he is ungodly slow at hitting the ball.
we know, we all know.
He's a fantastic golfer. He's just slow. So
Yes,
that's my one gripe.
and that is a valid gripe. It's a very valid gripe. And then that
And I
was the
don't
only tee
dislike the
times
guy
for
at all,
opening
though.
day. Yeah, he speed it up. Come on, what are we
Yeah.
doing? Get ready, golf. If we all can do it, you can do it too. That's just my I'm that's my piece. So yeah, no, it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic weekend of sports, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Mhm.
And I don't I'll say this. I may or may not have last Ryder Cup, may or may not have made some money off of the European team, but that was the old Cole, and this is the year of Cole, and the year of Cole is about America, and then America comes out on
I
top. So
refuse to, and there is no bone. Now, I cannot legally bet here in the state of Georgia, but if I could bet, I don't care. I will gladly lose my money with the United States. If it
I've
comes down to it, I will gladly lose my money. I might not be
I've
happy, but I will never, ever, ever bet on Team Europe.
I think it's because they left people off that I felt that Team USA left people off that I felt deserved to be on the Ryder Cup last year, and it just hurt.
Keegan, Keegan.
It pissed me off. So I was like, yeah, no, not today. I want to go to Europe and win. That I want. We haven't won in Europe. I can't remember the last time. I can't stat check it real
It's
quick,
been a
but
long time.
I want to go to Europe and win, and I
Yeah.
want to be there. I want to be there in Europe when we win. So who
Yeah, the
knows?
conditions right now in Bethpage Black, it has been raining in New York, so conditions are going to be a little rough, but we'll see. We'll
Hmm.
see. I mean, it all starts at 7:10 tomorrow morning. So, you know, it starts with DeChambeau teeing it up, going for the first green, baby. So I love it. But
God, it's so hard to work on a Friday, especially. It's going to be so hard to get through the workday.
I
So for
know,
me,
dude, and I've
especially.
got so much to do tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But anyway, to
Oh
kind
man.
of shift gears, Bucks, dude, I just want to talk about your Bucks for a little bit. You're kind of sitting pretty. You're 3-0 right now, but you've had three really, really, really tight games, and I kind of want your opinion on this as well. Um, how long are just consistently winning those tight games are going to last? And I mean, yes, it's great to see your team winning in a good fashion at the end of the game and making some key plays down the stretch. But at some point, you're like, dude, you can't keep on doing this. You're going to have to blow some people out. At some point, NFL teams get blown out or lose a tight one. That's just the reality of football. But how long can consistently winning tight games can hold up?
Oh, it doesn't. Not in the slightest. I probably am the only Bucks fan that was absolutely livid after the game last week because I don't know if you saw the score in the third quarter. We were up 23-6. And
Hmm.
then they like it's the passiveness of play calling. Now I will give them this first week.
Is
You're
Todd
getting
Bowles
settled
coming on the
in.
defensive plays?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have a brand new offensive coordinator. So I'm giving him a little bit of slack, but we're banged up on the offensive line bad. We get Tristan Wirfs back this week. It was a nail biter in Atlanta. And I unfortunately saw our good friend Young Wei Koo's last kick in Atlanta. I was witness to it. It was I kind of got my payback. And then the Texans game, I just think that it it's weird. It's just weird. I'm happy, but I'm also like, man, I don't want passive play calling. I want domination. I want
Hmm.
us to ram it down their throat. I want to put the gas pedal on the floorboard, and I don't want to let up at all. I just want to blow through past every exit. I just want to go, go, go. And they haven't been, but you still, a win's a win. You move on to the next game. We do host the Eagles at home. Historically, we are one of the better teams against the Eagles, especially at home. I don't know. I don't have anything right now because we get Wirfs back and we get Godwin back, supposedly, but
Does
we're down.
what's his name? Big Boy signed back to the practice squad. Does he get the call on Sunday to try to defend the tush push
So they signed him. They
to
signed
the
him this
active
week.
roster?
I
Or
I
I
saw
know, or
that.
is it just P squad?
I'm gonna look real quick because I feel like that would have been big news. But the Bucks re-signed 400 pound 2 days ago, 400 plus pound Desmond
Yeah,
Watson
so
to the
that's just
practice
practice
squad.
squad. Yeah, okay. Okay, so
I'm
I mean, Todd Bowles in the interview, they asked him about that interview, and he said he didn't know. He said if some things change, he might get called up, but that wasn't. It was a very vanilla answer, and that's
no.
what a head football coach does.
I mean, if you watch the tush push, they are false starting on every single one now.
Yeah,
It's
and I
getting
mean,
egregious.
I do agree with the offsides and the false starts. I do agree with that, but I'm also I guess it's kind of an unpopular opinion. I'm also a fan of the tush push because the way I see it, it's like, dude, figure out how to stop it. I mean,
We have the
they've
Bucks.
got
The Bucks have
I
stopped
know, but
it.
it's just like most people aren't fans of it, and it's just like to me, it's like, man, we just got one play, and we're gonna run it, and you just can't freaking stop it. So if you don't like it, don't change the rules. Just freaking figure out how to stop it.
Yeah, I
You know?
do, but then it gets to a point, a gray area where it's becoming like now they're they're false starting on every
Yes.
single one. So
Yes.
we need to set a line
It's
in the
time for the
sand.
penalty flags to come out.
I am curious how Sunday is going to look. I will be honest with you. I really, really, really want us to go 4-0. It's going to
Is
be
this
tough.
game in Tampa or in Philly?
It is 1 o'clock in Tampa. And we
Okay.
always play them in Tampa. We got a couple guys banged up. Problem is we have lost we got some offensive linemen that are questionable, and we've already lost some guys, to season ending
Mhm.
injuries on the O line. So
One last thing I have on the Bucks, dude. The creamsicles are the greatest uniform in the NFL, in
They
my
will
opinion.
be they will be back this season, and I highly recommend everyone tune into that. Actually, it'll be next week. They will be back next week, and it'll be against the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seattle Seahawks will be wearing their throwback uniforms as well. So we get a
That's gonna be a good visual look on the TV, to be quite honest with you.
I'm going to be honest with you. It is my hope that we finally get done rebranding to the point of so boring vanilla is in this world that we get back to the vibrant, bright colors and logos of the past, which I miss like crazy. So, yeah, no, but the Bucks undefeated, best team in the world, winning the Super Bowl. So nothing
Yeah.
changes.
I got one more thing on the NFL, but before I get into that, Young Koo gets signed by on the practice squad to the New York Giants. I think the Giants kicker is a little banged up. I do believe. So I don't know if Youngway is going to get the call this Sunday, but rumors is my sources might get the call next week, but we'll see how it goes. Youngway is also back home in New Jersey, so a little bit closer to family. His wife and him also have been together since high school, I believe. So she also has some family up there. So they're actually really going back home. So it could be a good homecoming for him, a good change of scenery to get some confidence back. And I will say this, and I've said it before, I can't root for the Falcons anymore, dude. Just after last Sunday, like, dude, that was just the kind of final nail in the coffin. And honestly, watching that kicker miss as many kicks as he did against the Panthers really, really just made me happy. And I know Young Wei was just, if he was watching that game, I don't know. I know that made him happy too. So, but last thing I've got on the NFL, keeping it in that Falcons Carolina game, dude, our guy Fitzy. He's rolling this year, dude. Got him in one of my fantasy leagues, which I love. Um, couldn't get him in my another one that I had Koo in, and somebody already had him. But dude, Fitzy's kickoffs, dude, the little knuckleball coming out there
Mhm.
is freaking awesome. So it's kind of hard to defend. And I don't know if you saw the clip of Vrabel talking about it. Vrabel was he was kind of angry about it, but dude. I'm a proponent, dude. It's like the tush push. Whatever freaking works, works. I mean, if it's working, dude, keep on using it. Just like I don't know if you've seen Missouri. Drinkowitz has got Missouri. I think their kicker got hurt, so they've got their punter doing kickoff duties now. I'm not
Drop
100%
kicks. They're
sure.
doing
The drop
drop
kicks.
kicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
I,
like the
it's
I like
interesting.
the weaponization of the kickoff. They changed it to that landing zone. They adapted
Mhm.
that. Now they're weaponizing it. It's
Yeah,
very interesting. It's
it's
becoming
it's
more difficult.
smart. It's smart. And Carolina is not a great football team. So you got to try to take advantage anywhere you can, especially on special teams. I mean, if you create turnovers on in any facet of the football game is awesome. Like defense creating turnovers is awesome, gives you momentum, but creating turnovers on special teams gives you a special momentum as well. And
Mhm.
especially if they bobble the ball, man, you're likely inside the 35 to 25 yard line, maybe even the red zone. You
I
know
have
what
a
I mean?
hot
So
take. The Carolina Panthers might be the second best team in the NFC South. Some may say. Me, I'm saying that. The Falcons are
it's
dead.
very, very, very doable right now because the Saints are terrible and the Falcons are terrible. So this is if I don't know what the division standings are odds wise from a gambling standpoint, but the Bucks got to be probably minus 1,000 right now. So
3 games in? Yeah, I didn't know this. We have a doubling game. And you
and
know
we have a
me
doubling at 9:30 kickoff. You got the Steelers
and the Vikings.
and the Vikings. So
Yeah. This is a very interesting slate of football this weekend. And then I'm I'm gonna be in tune to all of it. And then Sunday night football, we get the Packers and Cowboys. We get Micah Parsons return to
yeah,
Dallas.
Micah
Wow, this is gonna
Parsons
be
returned to Dallas, and then you got two Monday night football games as well.
they need to stop doing that. They need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not a fan of two Monday night games.
ew, it's the Jets at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Who's been booking these? Who has been booking these primetime games? The
Um,
Falcons and the Vikings, now the
yeah,
Jets and the Dolphins.
yeah.
Someone at the NFL office needs to
It
get their head screwed on.
one game, the Jets and the Dolphins is going to be a very probably a very low scoring game and an absolute crap fest. And then you get the Falcons probably going to get blown out against Minnesota.
No,
So,
no, 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 no. Sorry. No, no. I'm saying I'm a couple weeks ago was Minnesota versus the Falcons on that Sunday night
oh,
football game.
okay,
The
sorry.
other one is even worse. It's the Bengals at the Broncos. The Bengals are dead in
Yeah,
the water. Who's
yeah,
booking
they're not
these?
good. They're not good. But to keep on moving along here, Cole, um, you got anything in the in the college football world that you want to talk about before we dive into our personal teams?
What isn't there to talk about? I mean, college football is right now is at its peak. We're a quarter of the way through the season, and I everything of last season has almost washed away completely off of my body, and it's been reinfused back into my hatred for the University of Florida. They might, I'm pretty sure that they have a higher, if not or equal to, if not higher percentage of going 1-11 than to make a bowl game.
I
DJ
saw that.
Lagway's DJ
Yeah.
Lagway's back in a walking boot, meaning
There
he's brought
rumors are circling that he might redshirt this year.
yeah to save his transfer.
Mhm.
And then welcome to Texas A&M or North Texas or wherever in Texas that he wants to go. I hope Billy
Speaking of North
Napier's
Texas, absolute freaking wagon right now, dude.
I
Wagon.
hope that Billy Napier gets a lifetime contract. I want that fool coaching University of Florida forever and ever. But no, I just think it's like it just goes to show still the preseason rankings mean absolutely nothing. I mean, we have TCU sneaking into the
Nothing.
top 25. We have quality teams that have just come out of the woodworks, and have made some real headway. I mean,
Hmm.
I called it. Syracuse was going to beat Clemson. Clemson is horrible. Clemson is
Horrible.
so bad, and
I
and,
do
and
I do have an interesting stat for you as well. So just on the transfer portal right here, this is off-season transfer portal recruiting standings by 247. So this is my source here. So top seven teams, and if once I say these, you can mentally see where these teams are currently ranked in the CFB rankings. LSU had the number one transfer class, then Texas State, Miami, Ole Miss, Oregon at five, Florida State at six, Missouri at seven. Who are some of the best teams in college football right now? All of those seven teams, I believe, are in the top 15, the majority of them being in the top 10. So if you look at teams that are dominating the transfer portal, obviously every single one of those teams that I just mentioned had some studs on their roster last year and stayed on the roster going into this year. But every single one of those teams reloaded in the transfer portal, got some dudes to fill those missing pieces, and they're good foot. All of them are really good football teams right now. So if you see that, I mean, it's tough for a school like Georgia Southern to really dominate in the transfer portal as far as, top 10 standings go. But that doesn't matter. But at the same time, I mean, in the reality of college football these days, you have to dominate the transfer portal to be successful, in my opinion.
I mean, you just look at what Florida State did. They completely revamped
Revamp the roster. Hmm.
the entire offensive line. They completely went out and revamped the entire thing and went out and got playmakers. And I've never, and in this age of college football, I do like people's ability to be able to transfer. Now, I do want to put limitations on the amount of time they can transfer.
Hmm.
I know the NCAA just said no more two transfer portal
Yeah,
days. It
that's a
is
whole nother ep. We could make a whole episode on that one.
we could, but we're not going to. Side note, I just was informed via a friend, social media post. Someone queue up, we're coming to your city. College game day in Tallahassee? What?
Next week,
Next week?
Miami, right?
Uh-oh. Yeah, so queue up big and rich. We're coming to your city. I have never, ever, ever been to a college game day in my life. I
Me
will
neither.
be there. I will camp out if I have to. I will do whatever it takes. So I that just happened. My buddy sent me the link on Twitter. So apparently an email went out to I believe Florida State boosters or something. I don't know. I just got excited, very excited. But yeah, no,
The
college
only
football.
college game day I will go to when sometime in the near future they will be in Statesboro. So
I
that's the
really
only
mi-
one I will go to.
I do want them to highlight. I remember when they would go to like Fargo, North Dakota, or when they'd go to JMU, or they'd
Mhm.
go to those smaller schools. I really think it highlighted a real positive aspect
They
of
love
it.
going to App State. They like going to JMU. I mean,
Yeah.
so Southern's got to get back to being a wagon for them to
Hmm.
do that.
Of course, of course. I'm very excited with the way college football is been this season, the unpredictability, and we don't know. It's still so wide open. I
Mhm.
feel that any conference is wide open. Now,
I
obviously,
100% agree.
and that's what I love. I think that, last year around this time, I was like, man, Ohio State's probably going to win the Big Ten.
Hmm.
Shoot, I don't know who's going to win the Big Ten. I don't know who's going to win the ACC, not Clemson. I don't know who's going to be winning the SEC, not Florida. It's just
Yeah,
they're.
there's teams that in every single conference that don't have a shot at winning it, but
Mhm.
there's a lot of teams. I mean, in pretty much every single conference, man. I mean, there's four to six teams that can realistically win it. To be
I
quite.
think the number might be higher. I think the number could be eight in some cases. You don't
Mhm.
know. It's so wide open, and that's what I love, the unpredictability. And I actually feel I'm glad I can stomach watching college football after last year. Last year almost killed me.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
you're coming off a bye week,
yep,
so
rolling
you're
in.
rested, but you're on the road coming off of a bye week.
We got to
At
go.
Virginia,
Yep.
Castellanos is looking good. So how do you feel as a 6.5 point favorite on the road?
I Wait, not a bye week. We played Kent State, I believe, last week.
Like I said, bye week.
Okay, well, I just saying. I always and forever will hate weekday games going all the way back to 2012 when we lost to NC State at NC State with EJ Manuel as QB. I've never, ever, ever been a fan of it. Last time we were in Virginia, it came down to the wire. We had James Blackman at QB. Virginia, Virginia's kind of revamped themselves too. They're 3-1. They're really good at running the football. They have a lot of secondary injuries. They have a lot of people out in the secondary. And we're a little bit. I wouldn't say we're like super banged up, but like Tommy C was listed as probable, but he said he's 100% playing. Florida State leads the country in rushing. Florida State is going to pound the rock. That is the name of the game. We are going to pound the rock and then hit pop plays over that weakened secondary of UVA. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the team responds to not being at home, going on the road, playing an ACC opponent. No, you treat this as you treat it as okay, record out the window. The number by the logo doesn't matter. You go take care of business. You don't let up. You don't show no mercy, and you just go and you dominate. You dominate on all facets of the game. You dominate on every side of the football. And it goes down to just going up there and taking care of business, and then coming back home because you know who's on deck. Don't look ahead. Look right in front of you.
Hmm.
UVA is a sneaky good team. I'm just going to look at real quick their wins from this year. They have played. Who is it? They are 3-1. So they beat the shit out of Coastal, lost a tight one at NC State, played a cupcake, and then beat the hell out of Virginia at home or Stanford at home. So yeah, I mean, just looking at it, it's we should win, but the weather is always a factor. I just want to go take care of business, dominate, 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 and rush the damn ball, run the damn football down their throat, and just do what you got to do to take care of business and get your first win in ACC play. It's a march. It's a march to me getting a tattoo on my ass,
Huh.
which you know about. This is where it begins. Um, so yeah, no, I'm excited. I will be at Madison Social watching the game with my buddy after work tomorrow. I'm gonna get off, walk right over there, and I'm gonna have a beer, a BLT dip, and
Yeah.
enjoy myself. Enjoy my Friday. Really enjoy my Friday after a Florida State win. Go home, get ready for Saturday. Watch some golf, some football, go furniture shopping, the works. Look at me being an adult.
Yeah. Is that all you got on your nose before I crack down? Because I got a lot.
Yeah, no, all aboard the Gus bus up to Charlottesville. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna revamp all my picks, dude. I'm looking at them. I'm gonna have to revamp everything that I know because I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know. I know the weather report, but I also am like, let's put 100 on them. Let's put 100 on them. I hate the
Speaking
color
of
orange.
100, Vandy got three-quarters of the way to 100 against Georgia State.
I can't stand Georgia State
Oh,
either. But yeah, no, go Knowles. That's all I got. Go Knowles. Catch me
yeah.
next week. Hopefully, I still got the same smile on my face.
So both of our teams are traveling to the state of Virginia this week. The weather in Harrisonburg, Virginia this week against JMU. The weather does not look good either. I believe there's a 90% chance of rain on Saturday. Now that's just all day. I don't know the hourly here, so don't, whatever. Weather does not look good. If you look at what I just texted you, Cole,
Oh, it's up.
if you click on that, look how many injuries we have. Um, Now I am hearing Josh Dallas is a full go for Saturday, which is huge. He's coming back. Taylor
That's
Bradshaw don't know.
that's
River Helm,
breaking. That's
yeah,
breaking
River.
because he's listed as questionable. Josh Dallas.
Well, they're listing him as questionable, but I know he's a full go from my sources. River Helms is out for the year with the shoulder. JP Michael is coming back, had a little banged up ankle. Tight end room is pretty weak right now. Jackson Long is hurt. Elijah Walton likely out for the year as well. So we have got no real pass threat in tight end room, but I will say Armand Green, transfer from Georgia State, has had a good season so far. And in the tight end room, Georgia Southern also brings back a guy who was not on the roster at the beginning of this year. He didn't get cut or anything, is Ethan Durham. So Ethan originally started his career at Mercer. We are MU. Go Bears. So that is my FCS school. Hometown. So, um, but anyway, so Ethan started off his career at Mercer. He then transferred to Georgia Southern. He forgoed his last year of eligibility. He's still enrolled at Georgia Southern, obviously, in school. He's been working for Athletes in Action with Matt Wise. Shout out Matt Wise. But he is back on the roster and he will be playing on Saturday. So we'll see, how he does. I've been hearing he's in absolute great shape. Been doing some CrossFit. So body looks good, but obviously football game shape is a little different, man. But we'll see. Um, anyway, Terrence Gibbs is going to be out with the hamstring this weekend. Jamarian Samuel running back out with the separated shoulder that he got against Maine. Robert Wright is good. Kalen Williams, Chandler Strong's good. Both the centers, we've been rotating that center a little bit. And both centers been looking good with Chandler Strong and Chance Gamble. So both of those guys have been playing good. Knock on wood, no bad snaps. Latrell Bullard, he got hurt against Jacksonville State and it did not look good. He is doubtful for this Saturday. But I've been hearing, bye week next week, I've been hearing he is probably going to be ready Thursday night against Southern Miss. So that getting him back is going to be huge. But dude, I mean, you just go down. Chance Gamble is going to play. Davian Rhodes having Chewy back is going to be huge. I will say, another guy that's been mixing in that D line room is MJ Stroud. MJ against Maine, dude, had 1.5 sacks and like 4 tackles for a loss. So he had a great game. But dude, like I said, just banged up. But JMU has also suffered a little bit of injuries themselves. 2 offensive line starters, and one of their running backs, M- Joby Malari. I'm no disrespect to the guy. Running back, he's questionable. So when I see questionable, dude, especially in college football, probably gonna play. So he's a good player. I know that George Pettyway has been getting a lot of carries for them, and he is going to be out. And they also lost a starting linebacker and starting D lineman as well. So they're all out. But dude, I think the spread, dude, this weekend is truly disrespectful. To be quite honest with you, I mean it's jumped 6 points since Sunday, which is absurd, and I love it because my sources in Las Vegas, old Pepe, if you remember him,
Oh,
been talking to him. And the sources in Las Vegas that over 80% of the money is on James Madison this weekend. And there's been some big money, big money coming in on James Madison right now. And people do the James Madison is just one of those teams. People that don't know anything about Group of Five football is like, oh, dude, yeah, James
yeah, James
Madison.
Madison. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
just JMU.
Like,
It's just JMU. They think
yeah.
Kirk Cignetti is still there.
Exactly. They couldn't even tell a damn name. They probably think damn Sluka's their starting quarterback. But JMU is going to try to run it down our throat, man. And to be quite honest with you, they should. We've got to stop the run. We've got to freaking tackle. But we'll see, man. I hate that I'm not making the trip. I've never been to the JMU stadium, so that is one kind of in the Sun Belt that I'd like to go to.
I've heard great things. I've heard it's gorgeous. It's like right off the
Yeah.
interstate. I've heard nothing but beautiful things. Virginia
I
as
heard
a
it's beautiful
whole,
campus as well.
Virginia as a whole, I think is such an underrated
Hmm.
beacon of football where I think that the G5 schools are a
ODU being there
better
too.
being a better have a better structure for their football program than the major schools. The Richmond Spiders, an FCS school,
Hmm.
always in the playoffs as well. I think the state of Virginia, that's something I got to look into.
I'll take
Structure,
JMU. I'll take JMU and ODU right now over Virginia and Virginia Tech.
the
100%.
job itself, the structure that the schools have
Hmm.
put in, I think that they're more of a football like a football powerhouse almost it
Hmm.
seems, and that's something that I don't think we've really discussed is like most of the time you look at around the states, like you look at the state of Florida, you look at the state of Georgia, you look,
Hmm.
out west, you see like, Oregon or the state of California. Virginia might be the outlier where, man, those group of five schools,
Hmm.
they are better than the Power Five schools in that state. So that's just something that just popped into my head. But, you know,
100%.
I definitely, I have nothing against JMU other, you know what I
I've
mean?
got
Other,
everything against JMU.
I know you do. I know you do. I know. I have respect for a program that just like Southern, I have respect for you guys. A
Sure.
team that builds its way up to being a
Yeah.
respectable, well-known
Yeah, I mean,
program.
I don't like App State, but I mean, I gotta give respect. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I mean, they've earned
Hmm.
their respect as well. And, last several years, JMU's earned their respect as well,
Hmm.
quite frankly. So,
It's one of those schools where
I
you
wish they could
play
have
them.
beaten Marshall last game of last season, so that would have put
Yeah.
us in the conference championship. But anyway, to backtrack to last week, Southern playing Maine, beat them by 28, making me really sweat for the spread, to be quite honest with you. But dude, first half was just slow, slow, slow on offense. They came down and drove 85 yards first drive and smacked us right in the mouth. But defense led up 10 points the entirety of the football game. JC threw the pick six in the first half. So, they scored 14 on us in the first half, with one of those being a pick six. But without looking at it, I can tell you defense led up around 250 yards and 10 points. So that's really good. It was, I understand Southern fans. I do agree with you. It is just Maine. I do agree. It is just Maine. We want to see that happen down the stretch, especially in now starting conference play. So, offense got it clicking in the second half, but man, we can't, like, you look at the Jack State game. Bad first half, especially defensively. We were up in the first half. It was great first half offensively against Jack State, but bad first half defensively. And the defense makes great adjustments and has a good second half. And the defense played a pretty. I know it's Maine again. I know it's Maine. Defense played a pretty good football game, with the exception of that first drive, which they went 75 to 85 yards in that first drive, and they had 250 as a game. Just saying. But bad first half offensively. And then the second half was a good half offensively. We can't keep on having bad half, good half, bad half, good half. You just can't do that down the stretch in conference play. I don't care if you're Georgia Southern. I don't care if you're Florida State. I don't care if you're Georgia, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can't do that in high school. You can't do that in middle school. You can't do that in college. You can't do that in NFL if you want to win games down the stretch, to be honest with you. So we really got to piece it together this week, especially against James Madison. Like I said, they're going to run it down our throat. But we'll see, man. I mean, like I said, I think this is obviously the biggest test for Georgia Southern. Now you could say, "Oh, USC and Fresno are a big test." Yes, I get it. But
This is conference play.
this is game one of conference play.
Yeah.
You know,
This is where you set the tone. This is where
these
you got to
past
set the
four
tone.
games don't freaking matter whatsoever, dude. This is where you got to set the tone. And to be honest with you, this is my true optimistic opinion. Everybody that was calling the season toast when we were 0-2 after a brutal road trip in California, especially two ugly football games, two ugly second halves in those football games. And we're 2-2 now. We're going to be rolling into the bye week, 3-2, baby. And I'm going to be sitting there. We're going to be sitting here next week with the victory on our shoulders. And I'm going to be like, what you got to say now, pal? We're 3-2. We're 1-0 in the conference. This time next week, bye week, then Thursday night in Paulson Stadium against Southern Miss. I'll freaking be there. Rumor has it. Rumor has it, group of five guys are coming to the Southern Miss game.
Whoa.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
What's the date of that game?
Um, 2 weeks from today, so that would be October 9th, Thursday night. So big game, big game in Paulson Stadium. And then the next week we're back at it in Paulson against Gag State. So, I know I'm jumping a little too far ahead, but at the same time, to kind of bring it all back in, Eagles got a massive test this weekend, dude. And I've got a lot of faith in our boys, dude. And we really got to piece it together for all freaking 4 quarters, dude. And special teams, last week we had a lot of drops. Special teams still look freaking good, man. I understand our true freshman kicker missed a kick. It was into the wind, 45 yards,
What are you gonna
a
do?
couple feet
He's a
short.
kicker. He's a
But
kicker. He's gonna
he,
miss kicks. Not
it
everyone
was his
makes all the
first, it was his
kicks.
first missed kick. He's a true freshman, man. I've got faith in him down the stretch because he's our freaking guy. He's got the blue and white on, baby. I mean, I got a lot of faith in the Eagles this weekend. Camden Brown, number 4, dude, transfer from Auburn, tied for second in the country with most touchdown catches, got 5 touchdown catches in 4 games right now. I think the kid from Tennessee's got a solo lead with 6, I believe. There's a couple guys tied with 5, but still, Cam Brown's a wagon. Dalen Cobb's a wagon. You still got Dylan Gray in there, man. And then Josh Dallas coming back. But if we want to throw the ball, if we want to throw the ball, we have got to run the freaking rock to open up that pass. And we've shown that. OJ's playing really, really good football right now. I know Terrence Gibbs is out, but we got a deep, deep running back room right now, dude. And our offensive line looks freaking awesome right now. Awesome. If you're into the grades, one of the highest graded offensive lines in college football right now, the highest graded offensive line in the Sun Belt right now. So,
The trenches
yeah.
win championships. That's all I'm going to
Yes.
tell everybody. The trenches win championships, offensive and defensive line. I was just taking a look real quick around the Sun Belt just for some, rooting.
ODU looks like a freaking wagon right now too.
Who else? Oh man, who else was it that I was going to say looks good?
Texas
I'm
State looks
blanking.
good.
Uh, UL Monroe. How do they look? Eh, not
Irrelevant.
a fact. Irrelevant. Okay. Sorry,
Irrelevant.
I was just looking around.
They're
No, but
they're they they're worse than Georgia State, if that tells you anything.
big game. Actually, I didn't realize it, but just reminded me. You know who heads out west? App State at Boise
Boise.
State.
Yeah, that's a big one. Southern was supposed to go out there in 2020, then COVID hit. And we only did Southern was one of few teams that played 13 games that year. But
I didn't. I did not. I don't count. That season doesn't count
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
but Southern was supposed to go out to Boise that year, and I was really excited for that road trip. So hopefully we can make that happen in the future. Just dude, Smurf turf. Just would be a cool road trip, dude. I mean,
I don't.
Boise historic G5 team. So
That's great. I don't. 2019 is ingrained in my brain, and I don't want to talk about Boise State anymore. But I got my lick back with USF. My boys did that for me. Yeah, ODU Liberty is going to be a good one. Man, I'd say y'all have the game of the weekend.
Liberty's not good, by the
I
way.
know they're not. I know
Good.
they're not. But I mean, ODU. This is a real chance to see ODU.
Is Liberty in the state of Virginia as well?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So you got three.
Dude, wait a
Yeah,
second. Wait a second. I firmly am now on the side that the G5 in Virginia is better than the Power 5 in Virginia.
100%.
Wow,
100%. Because I know
wow.
Liberty's down this year, but they've been a wagon the last couple of years.
I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
shocked.
JMU's good, man. I mean, they've got a lot of money there. They're dumping a lot of money in their football program. I believe their football team is worth about $2 to $3 million right now. So
Yeah,
Southern's
y'all
not quite
gotta.
there right now. But Clay Helton is 2-1. Um, against JMU in his career at Georgia Southern. So with that one loss, with being Davis Brin at the helm at quarterback, and that loss was in Harrisonburg. So both the Helton's wins over JMU have been in Paulson Stadium. So let's make it 3-1, getting his first win in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
I think that it's gonna be a tough test, but I think y'all can do it. I think y'all can pull it off. You're gonna have to if you really want to compete
Hmm.
and be there when it's all said and done in the conference championship, you're gonna have to go in and beat the shit out of JMU, or you're gonna have to come out with the win. I mean, we'd all like to beat the shit out of them, but
Of course, of
you
course.
know,
A win's a win, man. I don't care
mhm.
how it comes. A win's a win.
What time's that game kick off at?
1:30 Eastern time. So, but to move
Yep.
along here,
Yeah.
winners and losers, Cole.
I have two losers this week.
Go ahead because I like to be kind of put on the spot for this.
Okay.
I do have a loser.
My loser is I have two losers. Mike Gundy.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow,
It was
wow,
long overdue. Long overdue.
wow, wow. In a world of times are a changing and you are too stubborn to change with the times, my man, it was long overdue, true. I'm really interested to see who they go get. There's a lot of names out there.
Hmm
A lot of G5 names that I think have been floated around. That coach out at North Texas would be a good one, I think.
hmm
Look at what
hmm
Texas Tech has done. You look at the
GJ Kinney out of Texas State as well.
him as well. You
Yeah.
look at what you look at how a couple years ago, Oklahoma State was positioned to be the dominant force in the new Big 12, and they
hmm
have fallen flat on their face because of Mike Gundy's inability to change with the times. It's unfortunate, but hey, here we are. They had to do something because I believe they got. Didn't we mention that Tulsa could beat the shit out of them last week?
I'm
Didn't
not
I
sure.
say
I know
something?
that game was mentioned. I know that game was mentioned, but I'm not too sure what we
I'll
said.
have to go back and rewatch because I think I said watch out for Tulsa because I knew that the
Hmm
cracks were showing in Oklahoma State. And then my other loser of the week is the Falcons organization, and this is just for my buddy Hunter. My buddy Hunter, the Falcons organization is the losers of the week. That is all I'm going to say. My buddy, my best friend Hunter, he would understand why they are the losers of the week. And I didn't tell him I was going to do this, but they are the big fat phony losers of the week.
Yeah, so to keep it on that same track with the losers of the week, mine is also going to be the Falcons kicker. I was going to say the Falcons, but I'll specifically go the Falcons new kicker.
Parker Romo.
I am no longer a Falcons fan.
Who are you a fan of?
So
You don't have. You were a Jets fan. Now are you back to being a Jets fan? What are you gonna do?
no, no, I'm a Georgia Southern NFL fan.
Oh, you're gonna have
So
the Rob Lowe hat, just the NFL hat.
yes, NFL and Giants coup jersey is going to come. I still need the Tyler Bass Bills jersey. So you know what? Hey, and the Panthers don't have Daryl Baker anymore.
They got Fitzy though.
I think Shamar Bartholomew is still on their team. Anyway,
You could pick the.
DB's on the Titans and Kendall Vildor's on the Bucks.
You've
Kendall
got to
Vildor's on the Bucks.
pick a team. Pick a winning team just for the year, just so we can have some rooting banter. Who do you
I
put you on the
can't.
spot? Put you on the
I
spot.
can't. Okay, if see winner of the week, by the way, Carson Wentz. Back
Okay.
at it. Big victory. Big victory over the Bengals. Man, Wentz looked good last week, playing for his favorite team that he grew up rooting for. So you gotta like it. But if I
My
had
winner of the week. My winner of the week. Everybody, because we have a great slate of sports coming
Mhm,
up. America is the winner of the week. Why?
mhm.
Because of the great slate of sports this weekend. It is this weekend is the kickoff to what fall is all about. College football, golf, playoff baseball, basketball is about to start rolling in. Hockey is in the preseason. We're entering in my favorite time of year. Yeah, it's just
Exactly. And
us.
then
We're the
then we're
winners.
in October, we're gonna get like 50 to 60 days straight of football, dude. I'm ready for that midweek maction. Like, dude, I'm ready for it. I'm
Oh
ready.
yeah. So pick a team. Are we on the spot now? Pick a
Okay,
team.
I'll give you a list of teams that I'd like to root for. Um, Chargers being one of them. Um, I've got no ill will towards the Packers. I feel like that's just a great historic organization. Um, Let me look at a list of teams here, dude. I'm just kind of keeping it out of the Falcons and Jets divisions because like I don't dislike the Bucks, but I can't say the Bucks are my favorite team because I grew up a Falcons fan. So that's you see what I'm saying? And it's like I don't
This
dislike
is a one-off one this year. You get you until the
Mm.
Jets and Falcons figure it out. I'm giving you a one-off,
They'll never figure it out. That's the problem.
not with that attitude, but hey, it's a one-off year. Give me a team. Who are you rooting for? Who are you riding to the playoffs?
Detroit.
To cop out
Detroit.
answer. That was a cop out answer, but okay, I'll give it to you.
That's not a cop out answer though, dude. Dude, my teams have been just historically piss freaking poor. You know what I'm saying? And the Detroit Lions have historically been piss freaking poor, and now they're not. You know what I mean? And Jahmyr Gibbs is an absolute wagon for my dynasty league right now.
Okay, okay,
So,
I'll give you the Lions. I'll give you the Lions. I'll give you that. I was
but
kind of hoping.
also a team, you're not going to like this. Also, a team that I've got a lot of friends that root for are the Jags.
I don't care about. Why would I care about the
They
Jags?
took your OC.
I don't
That's why.
care. I don't
That's
care.
why.
They've won like one game. I could care less.
And another team that I do kind of like that people hate, because one of my best friends is a fan of them. It's the Dallas Cowboys, but they're just terrible. So, I
Couldn't catch
mean,
couldn't catch me dead rooting for. I don't care for them. They're just not in my brain. I thought you were gonna say Chargers.
I
I have
think
a
I said the Chargers.
yeah, but I was asking for your one team. This year we follow
Can
you will
can I give you
follow.
two?
No, because
If I had to give you two, it'd be the Lions and the Chargers.
we can't do that because if I had to pick another team to root for, it would be the Bucks and the Chargers. So we can't do that. So it's just
Okay.
big Derwin James, Polk County, shout out. So
Okay. I'm
you
sticking with Detroit.
you can be Detroit, yes. So we don't even have to mention. We'll touch on it, but we don't even have to mention it. You for the year, you're riding Detroit into the playoffs.
Yes.
I
I'm
will see
riding
you.
Detroit and I'm rooting for every single Georgia Southern alumni to have success in the NFL.
That's great. Yeah. I'll give you that. I'll see you in the NFC Championship.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. So anyway, to wrap it all up, I've got a good list. I love this Mount Rushmore right now because once we've been putting the baby to bed, I've been playing video games, playing the new skate game, and me and the fellas had this conversation the other day, Cole. The Mount Rushmore of cereals. So I've already got my list. If you want to keep it going back and forth like we've been doing, starting with the honorable mention, I can start us off.
Dude, this is well, because it's like isn't it like a one, two, three, four, five? Like, aren't we doing like a
Honorable mention 4-3-2-1.
yeah, but it's like once you take it, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
when
was
you
about to ask you that. I feel like this should be a one-off that we can take the same ones.
I know the one's gonna be. If it isn't that, we're gonna have some problems. I mean,
Okay. But we can take the
yeah.
same ones. For this particular one, we can take the same ones.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
I'll start us off. Honorable mention Frosted Flakes.
Solid. Solid.
What you got? What's next? What's your honorable
I
mention?
thought, sorry, I'm writing them down right now. Oh, my honorable mention, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Good. Yeah, not making my list, but good.
It's an homage to my grandfather. He got me on them bad boys, and they are elite.
Awesome. So you
Uh,
got the personal connection there.
yeah,
You got the personal connection.
I got my list now. I was writing. It took me a second. I was writing it down. I got mine. It's fun.
Number four, I'm going Fruit Loops.
Oh, dude, wait, I got to redo my list. I forgot. Hold on, hold on. That's a good one. That's a great one.
Mhm.
My number four, Fruity Pebbles.
My number three, Fruity Pebbles.
There you
I
go. I
actually got
like
some
it.
Fruity Pebbles in the pantry right now.
I don't eat breakfast, so this is a
I don't.
difficult list for me.
I've got a bad habit of Chick-fil-A breakfast, so
I don't have money for Chick-fil-A breakfast right now. So yeah, I Fruity
me
Pebbles.
neither, and I still buy it.
So number three for you was
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Number three for me, I'm gonna go with Apple Jacks.
That one didn't make the list, but that one is good. That one is good. That's one I was lacking on. I should have put that as honorable mention over the Frosted Flakes, in my opinion.
I honestly,
Good like that.
it tickled my brain a second. I was like, wait,
Number
wait.
two, number two, fantastic, especially when it gets a little soggy. Lucky Charms, like the and cereal's always the best at the bottom when it gets a little soggy with the milk. Lucky Charms at the two.
Dude, this putting me on the spot because I didn't make the list. I've been
I've
so
I've been
enthralled
thinking
with
about this
sports.
for like the last 3 days. So
Someone's hungry. I don't, dude, I'm pissed. I'm gonna have to read the my bets and this list. I have to completely throw out after this, but I put Captain Crunch.
ooh, okay. Number one OG of all OGs is Captain Crunch.
Wow, wait, timeout, 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 timeout. You're telling me the actual number one cereal of all time didn't make your list,
What you got?
brother? Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the most elite
Don't
cereal
like
on
it.
God's.
Don't like it. I don't hate it, but that's a bottom tier for me.
Wow,
The
wow.
Captain Crunch dude is just it just dude it's just okay.
Bro, he
For
said
for me, for
CTC,
me,
CTC.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. I get it. And one of my buddies, when we had this conversation the other day, he got pissed at me and he said the exact same thing as you. He was disappointed in me. But all of mine, fruity pebbles, um, the fruity pebbles, the Fruit Loops, the Lucky Charms, the Captain Crunch. It's just the nostalgia of my childhood, man. Those are my four favorites. And I mean, dude, I forgot Apple Jacks too earlier. I mean, I love Frosted Flakes as well. Forgot Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks should have been there at honorable mention for me. But it's just those, like just those four in my top four are just the pure nostalgia of my childhood.
I don't know why I didn't have Lucky Charms in there. Also, Pops. I don't know if you remember Pops. Like it was
I do
like the
remember
yellow
that.
ones.
Yeah, I do
Those were
remember.
good. And
Yeah.
then there's a lot of bad cereals out there, a lot of
Yeah.
bad ones. But it not having CTC
Special K
and
is good too. The little Special K little cereal.
I can't believe you don't have CTC. It's bottom tier. That might be the craziest thing you've said to me.
I've said a lot of crazy shit to you,
And
especially off air.
that is that's up there. I want you to know that that's like top 10 craziest things you've ever said to me is CTC being top bottom tier, which is fine. There's more in the world for me. I need to actually eat cereal in the mornings. I need to eat in general in the mornings, but
I'd say maybe don't eat cereal in the mornings. It's extremely unhealthy.
I need to eat something in the mornings. It's better than not eating. I've been eating oatmeal, so I'm on the oatmeal train
Oh
right now.
no.
Oh yeah, I
No.
love this man.
I don't like straight oatmeal, but I love oatmeal raisin cookies, love oatmeal chocolate chip. I love the oatmeal cream pies. I don't like straight oatmeal.
Do have a kid. Anyways, I yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words.
This got so off track at the end of the
It
episode.
did. It did. It did. My Adderall has definitely worn off, and I gotta listen, in 2 hours, in an hour and 45 minutes, it is game day. So I have to
Yeah.
mentally lock in and prepare myself to get not only
Yeah.
through work, I have to then mentally prepare myself to fight off the hordes of people in College Town to get a seat at one of my favorite
Yeah.
restaurant bars. And I
To wrap it all up, speaking about work, we do have to work tomorrow. So, but anyway, appreciate it as always, Cole. Thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe
CTC
on YouTube. Unsubscribe,
bottom tier
resubscribe. Help the
bottom
algorithm out a little bit.
bottom
And
tier CTC is crazy.
bottom tier, and Captain Crunch is the greatest cereal on the face of this earth. And one last thing, or two last things.
Yeah,
Hail Southern.
and go
And let's
Noles.
go USA. Let's go USA,
Oh
baby.
yeah,
Let's go
play. Hey,
USA.
I play Freebird. That's all I gotta say. Play for. I'm waking up to Freebird tomorrow. I'm waking up to Freebird the next day, and I'm waking up to
Honorary
Freebird the
song of the
Friday.
week, Freebird.
Yeah, have to. But yeah, go Noles. Hey, let's take over the state of Virginia this weekend.
Yeah, let's come back from Virginia with some freaking wins.
Conference wins too. All right,
All right.
brother. I appreciate it.
All right, go Eagles.
Go Noles.